Good morning, students. Today our topic is the scope of anatomy and physiology. Definition of anatomy. Human anatomy is the study of structure, shape, size, weight and location of all the vital organs present in the human body. If we have to study the anatomy of any organ, then we have to understand the structure, shape, size, weight, location of that organ. For example, the structure and shape of heart is conical. The size of the heart is roughly the size of a large fist. Weight of the heart is about 280 to 340 grams. Location of the heart is it is present in between two lungs behind the breastbone. Breastbone is also called sternum. This is the diagram of the heart. We will study about it in detail in the next unit. Mammalian heart is 4 chambers, right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. We will study it in detail in our next unit. For you, the work is you have to practice the diagram of the heart in your copy. Types of anatomy. The types of anatomy is macroscopic anatomy or gross anatomy, microscopic anatomy, living anatomy, cadaveric anatomy and developmental anatomy. In macroscopic anatomy, it is the examination of human body through unaided eyes. Unaided eyes का मतलब है the doctor observe the patient and he or she doesn't use any compound microscope or any aid. Microscopic anatomy involves the use of compound microscope in the study of tissues. The study of tissue is also called histology. Living anatomy is studied on living beings. It is more or less similar to the macroscopic anatomy. In this living anatomy, what the patient is observed by the doctor and the doctor diagnose disease. The doctor may observe the color of the urine, color of the feces, color of the cornea, etc. of that living body. Cadaveric anatomy involves the study of dead body, especially for the purpose or to investigate the cause of death. It is also called post-mortem studies. Developmental anatomy is the study of different stages of fetal development. You have to learn all these types of anatomy. Scope of human anatomy. The study of human anatomy is helpful in knowing the exact position of vital organs inside body. Macroscopic anatomy help us to understand the external structure of the patient. It is helpful in the diagnosis of skin infections, lumps, breast cancer, etc. Cadaveric anatomy helps the pathologist to identify the cause of death in post-mortem study. Cadaveric anatomy also helps the medical students to understand the shape, size, location and basic functioning and physiology of vital organs. Microscopic anatomy help in the study and diagnosis of different type of cancers. Microscopic anatomy helps the medical and science students to study different type of tissues. Basically, a compound microscope is used to observe different tissues. The study of tissue is called histology. Next point, developmental anatomy is used by the gynecologist to study different fetal stages and diagnose any fetal abnormality. Living anatomy is used by doctors to study the living human body and diagnose diseases, if any. For example, diagnosis techniques used by the doctors on living patient is inspection. In inspection, doctor observe patient carefully. He observe the skin surface of the patient, color of the urine of the patient and color of the feces of the patient and do his diagnosis on the basis of his observation. Next technique is palpation. Palpation. This technique is used by the doctor to check the pulse rate. Percussion. The meaning of the percussion is tatolna. It means it is a method of tapping body parts to observe any abnormality. Auscultation is used. It is a technique to check the heartbeat with stethoscope. Endoscopy is used to diagnose peptic ulcers or any other internal injury in the gastrointestinal tract, जिसे हम लोग GIT भी कहते हैं. Now, definition of physiology. Human physiology is the study of how different internal organs and other body parts work together to produce a specific function of the whole body. स्टूडेंट्स, हमें पता है कि हमारे बॉडी के अंदर 11 ऑर्गन सिस्टम्स हैं. हमारे 11 ऑर्गन सिस्टम्स एक साथ काम करते हैं टू प्रोड्यूस अ स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन ऑफ आवर बॉडी. द इंट्रैक्शन बिटवीन these 11 organ systems and other body parts which help the body to perform a specific type of function is called as human physiology. You have to learn this definition by heart. Now, the scope of physiology. Physiology provides the knowledge about the functions performed by different vital organs of the human body. Physiology is the study of all the organ systems of the human body and their mutual relationship. The study of human physiology is needed to understand the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic parameters of the drug. Now here I have explained what is pharmacokinetic and what is pharmacodynamic. Pharmacokinetic is the study of fate of drug during its movement through GIT, which involves absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. Pharmacodynamics is the study of biochemical effect of the drug on our body. Pharmacokinetic का मतलब हुआ कि हमारी बॉडी ड्रग के ऊपर क्या एक्शन शो करती है, लाइक एब्जॉर्प्शन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, मेटाबॉलिज्म एंड एक्सक्रीशन. और फार्माकोडायनामिक का मतलब होता है कि वो ड्रग क्या फार्माकोलॉजिकल या बायोकेमिकल इफेक्ट हमारी बॉडी पे शो करता है. नेक्स्ट, द स्टडी ऑफ ह्यूमन physiology is needed to understand the basic life processes like respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, movement, etc., which is carried out by our body. In order to live, these life processes are very important. Next point, the study of human physiology is needed to understand the concept of homeostasis in our body. We will study homeostasis in detail in our next lecture. Homeostasis maintains the constant internal environment in our body. For example, in healthy person, the pH of the blood is always in range of 7.35 or 7.45. However, in case of blood poisoning, pH may vary. It may increase more than 8 or become less than 7. Next, the study of human physiology is needed to understand the mechanism and role of various biochemical processes like glycolysis, breakdown of glucose into pyruvate and ATP, glycogenolysis, breakdown of glycogen into glucose, and gluconeogenesis, the formation of glucose from the non-carbohydrate moiety taking place in our body. You have to study it. These all points are very easy to memorize. Thank you.